You know that part of you that is fearful of something? Just know that that's your edge of your evolution. Because when there is something that is unknown, when there's something that you're fearful about, it gives us the opportunity to choose differently. And so when ego gets very panicked, and when there's a choice that we don't know what we're doing or fearful about that, but spirit gets excited. And the reason why it gets excited is because we have no control. And if we have no control, what can come in? What can the universe offer us that we don't have to know every little detail of what's going to happen next day or the day after, or even in this moment? Right? So eventually what happens when you start to trust yourself is that you become more resonant with who you are. There's a deeper, there's an understanding groundedness that you have. And you may need tools. You may need tools like, do you know kinesiology? Do you know self-testing? Do you use the tarot cards? Do you use any cards? Do you use the runes? Like, what are these tools? They're not crutches. There's not something that you need to say, I don't trust myself, but I trust this. No, that extension of yourself, when you use any of those tools, is just an extension of your subconscious. And so when you use them and you start to trust it, you're also starting to trust you. And eventually those tools won't be needed anymore because you'll have that deeper understanding. And I know for myself, when I was told, I had 3 young kids, all under 15, and I was told to move from Pennsylvania to here. And I fought that for a couple of days, but I did it, and it changed my life. And I was so grateful in having taken that step, that risk, because it was a risk. How do you close down a business and take your mother and everything that you worked for 20 years to go to some place you didn't even know? But I did, and I trusted it, and I did it. And even this month, it's my birthday month, and the beings that I work with, the evals, were like, you need to have an integration of 7 of your incarnations. What does that mean, and how does that work? But this month, that month was so full of synchronicities and love and support and connection and groundedness and understanding and depth that I'm glad that I said yes to that. I could have bucked it. I could have said, no, I'm not doing that. But that's not who I am. I go with the flow. If something's told, I go with it because I'm curious and I want to know what's going to happen. And I want to know how, not only is it going to benefit me, but how am I going to carry that into my practice and into the groups and everything that I do. So think about how you trust yourself. Think about the decisions that you've made in the past. Are they better now? Would you have, in looking at the past, would you have made those same decisions? And what did you learn from that? Because trusting yourself is all about where we are going. If we can't trust ourselves, then how can you trust anyone outside you? And your truth is important. So think about it. Be mindful of it. Do something with it. Honor the fact that you trust yourself and ground yourself in it.